Hello, financial enthusiasts. Welcome back to Capitalize by Phillip Capital, your go-to podcast for captivating stories from the dynamic world of finance. I'm your host, Ayushi, and today we're embarking on an even deeper exploration into a fascinating journey that began on the 1st of July 1999, a time where the global landscape was abuzz with the new millennium. The dot-com bubble was nearing its peak, and the euro made a grand entrance. Amidst this global commotion, a silent revolution was stirring in Japan, a revolution that would reshape the entire global financial panorama in ways no one would have foreseen.
Made what she says is millions of dollars trading currencies.
In the homes of Japan, a group of ordinary housewives embarked on a venture into the realm of finance, challenging the dominance of Wall Street tycoons and international banking giants. We affectionately call them Mrs. Watanabe. Mrs. Watanabe is a common name, much like John Doe, and is used to refer to a group of unnamed people rather than someone in particular. But to truly grasp the origin of Mrs. Watanabe's story, let's rewind to the late 1980s. Japan's economy was flourishing, standing as the world's second largest economic powerhouse. Real estate and stock markets soared to unprecedented heights. However, as the saying goes, what goes up must come down. In the 1990s, Japan's economic bubble burst, leading to a collapse in real estate and stock markets, wiping out trillions of yen in wealth almost overnight. The lost decade had begun. In an attempt to revitalize the economy, the Bank of Japan decided to lower interest rates. However, even with these low interest rates, the Japanese economy continued to struggle, and regular citizens saw minimal returns on their savings. Faced with slow growth in these Japanese banks, the Mrs. Watanabe decided to implement a groundbreaking strategy, the carry trade. Borrowing low-interest Japanese yen and investing in a different currency with a higher interest rate, she aimed to pocket the difference in the interest rates as her profit. The world was awestruck. News of Mrs. Watanabe had spread like wildfire across the world, with renowned publications like the Wall Street Journal covering the phenomenon. But as the Mrs. Watanabe phenomenon gained momentum and profits seemed aplenty, the unexpected struck. Enter the Russian financial crisis of 1998, which sent shockwaves through the global financial market. The global rush for financial safety caused by a surge in demand for the Japanese yen, and Mrs. Watanabe's winning strategy turned into a precarious gamble. The carry trades rapidly unraveled, leading to significant losses for Mrs. Watanabe and the others involved. In the aftermath of the Russian financial crisis, Mrs. Watanabe and fellow carry traders faced the harsh reality of risks associated with their strategies, with one such housewife losing her entire life savings in just 1 week. The world had witnessed how interconnected global financial systems were, and Mrs. Watanabe had to adapt. Like a true warrior, instead of retreating, she became more knowledgeable and disciplined with her investing strategies. As the financial landscape evolved and financial education became widely accessible, Mrs. Watanabe shifted her focus. Day trading became a new avenue for her and many others in Japan. This transition allowed her to exercise a higher level of financial autonomy, leveraging the nation's household savings to move markets and generate more income. Fast forward to 2013. Japan was now at a crossroad. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe had launched an ambitious economic plan, Abenomics, to stimulate the economy through monetary and fiscal measures. The world watched Mrs. Watanabe's behavior as her actions in preserving cash or investing offered insights. It was plain to see the power she held as a representative of a Japanese household savings. The reason we love the story of Mrs. Watanabe is because it goes beyond finance. It's a story about resilience, adaptability, and the courage to take risks. Mrs. Watanabe has weathered financial storms, adapted to changing conditions, and even today remains a force to reckon with. And it all began with the desire to protect her family's present and future financial needs. As we conclude this extended chapter on Mrs. Watanabe's journey, we're left with a profound appreciation for the ordinary Japanese housewife who became an icon in the global finance. The democratization of financial markets has empowered individuals like her, and her story is a proof of transformative impact of ordinary people in the extraordinary finance world. If you would like to learn more about how you can hedge your risks and what your investment options are, and in turn develop an extraordinary perspective on finance, then don't forget to follow us on Instagram and DM us, and subscribe to this channel too. Thanks a ton for joining us on this episode of Capitalize. We bring in every relevant event that is happening or has happened in the world of finance every week. So stay up to date by hitting the bell icon and ensuring you never miss a video. Until next time, I'm your host Ayushi, signing off. Stay informed, stay curious, and stay financially savvy.